Alrighty, hey guys, I am preparing my bag here for hole number 3. It is going to be the first par 5. And you see what I'm dealing with here. You know, the difference is topspin, accuracy, power, all about the same. I'm just going to go for comfortability purposes with Thor's, and I'm going to do it with a probably a hook shot, more than likely. In terms of a ball, you know, I'm going to want something with a little bit of wind resistance, maybe Navigator for the second shot. I want to make it possible to make the second shot for Albatross. So let's just see what this looks like. You know, the most important thing is making sure, you know, power-wise, I'm about where I need it for the off the tee. So if not, you got to make minor you know, tweaks on your bag a little bit. But let's just go at it with this setup here and see if I can't. I mean, it looks pretty good to me with where I'm setting up. So here, I'm not going to get too carried away with my topspin here. I honestly don't think I'm going to need it. So I am going to, you know, curl it to the right. I'm going to set up, you know, a little bit more right center. So if you look at the right of my bullseye, it's like right center of the fairway, and then I'm just going to stack one additional on top of that, and you know, pull more straight back here, maybe just a little bit of right hook. The more right you go, the more right the ball's going to end up after it bounces down here. And as you can see, not quite the right aim there, but not going to be the end of the world. It's going to make my Albatross a lot harder. But it's not going to put me out of the tournament if I do that. So keep that in mind when you're setting up for your shot, if you're going to do it that hook method. I do believe, you know, that hook method is going to give you consistent results. You just need to get the aim point down. So I was trying to just make sure that, you know, I'm out of the trees. That is foremost important, is that you keep out of the trees here. But with that being said, you know, I haven't played this setup on Tour 8 in quite a long time. So it just takes me a little tweaking here to actually get things down. But if you were to go, you know, an extra 5 rings on my adjustment, it would probably, you know, put you right in the fairway. I didn't miss by much, so keep that in mind. And like I said, you can use my aim. We are going to still try to get this, but I'm going to need perfect ball to do so, of course. So first, let's try to set up and just figure out with the roll as to what needs to happen. So I'm looking basically about, you know, 4 rings up is kind of be my land zone here. And this looks pretty good right here. I like the looks of this, so I'm going to kind of aim for that spot, you know, and just kind of visualize it kind of going up that way. Let's see if I can't. Perfect ball. If I can't shoot this up here. Nope, it looks like it's coming in right. But not too bad overall. I was trying to kind of gauge, because since there's no real ring method from pulling down from a power shot like that, I was just trying to visualize, you know, with the way that wind was angled, kind of where it was going to land. And it looked like I was just a little off on the angle, and it just came, it landed a little bit more right than I set up for it to. But as you can see, kind of, you know, no harm, no foul here. You just need to make sure that your drive hits the fairway and you keep it out of the trees. And worst case scenario, you'll still get your eagle. So not too bad. But it will be nice to get that Albatross. And like I said, if you can just, you know, play it a little bit more centered. I was trying to do right center there because I was a little worried with how much downwind it was. So I wasn't sure how much the ball was going to carry when I was setting up for that drive. So I wanted to be a little cautious. And Now, I know for you guys, you know, you can set up if you want to do it that method. I would pull more straight back instead of pulling back to the right like you saw me do. And aside from that, make sure you land more centered in the fairway, and it should be pretty good. If you want to start getting a little bit more aggressive, you can start to do kind of an anti-curl there. I just don't want to start bringing the trees into play. I don't want one bad bounce kind of messing up my round, because if you're in the trees there, you can most certainly birdie that hole. So be mindful of that if you are going to play the hook. I do, like I mentioned, you know, I recommend hitting the hook. You just got to get that target point down. So good luck with that one, and look forward to the rest of my shot guides that I'm putting out. I got 6 more holes to put up for you guys, so be on the lookout for those too. So good luck.